Warm greetings to everyone. I am pleased to be here with you today to celebrate the 32nd Library and Information Services Month. I'd like to tell you a personal story why libraries and books are very close to my heart. My mother is a teacher, and I grew up in her school. And one of the highlights of my life as a child was accompanying her every year to the bookstore to buy the new book supplies for the school. So every classroom in her school had a small library. That's how much I was able to enjoy books as a child. Kaya yung trabaho nyo napakahalaga, pinahahalagahan ko ang ginagawa nyo because truly, the library is the window to all the adventures that a child can ever seek to have without even leaving the classroom. On that note, let me tell you a little bit about my work and how we are able to support your work. In the Senate, I am the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Sustainable Development Goals, Innovation, and Futures Thinking. And in this committee, we track where we are in our achievement of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. We prepare for various futures and we shift our mindsets to futures thinking as a major policy reform. So yun yung goal ko, that we are able to look at the future, to look at policy with a future lens and strategic foresight, using the 17 Sustainable Development Goals as a guide and follow intergenerational fairness as a principle. Intergenerational fairness is the concept that the decisions we make today will have a positive effect on the future generations, that the decisions we make are sustainable. Now, culture is an integral component of the United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda, as it can be a driver and an enabler of the economic, social, and environmental dimension of sustainable development. According to UNESCO, the safeguarding and promotion of culture contribute directly to many of the SDGs, namely SDG 5 on gender equality, SDG 8 on decent work and economic growth, SDG 10 on reduced inequalities, and SDG 11 on sustainable cities and communities, to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. To be specific, Target 11.4 calls for strengthening efforts to protect and safeguard the world's culture and natural heritage. UNESCO has emphasized that culture should be regarded as the set of distinctive spiritual, material, intellectual, and emotional features of a society or a social group, and that it encompasses, in addition to art and literature, lifestyle, way of living together, value systems, traditions, and belief. Our libraries are a gateway and are rich repositories of historical and cultural significant collections. Libraries play a huge role in the preservation of our cultural heritage. The point of preservation is for the future generation to be able to have access to these collections. And we all have a role in the preservation of culture. As the Senior Vice Chairman of the Committee on Finance, I supported and defended the budget of the different cultural agencies. Also, I have started since 2019 to handle the budget of NLP. And for the last 4 years, we have increased their budget, increased capacity to preserve and conserve libraries, material, and support public libraries throughout the country. Library professionals especially have a hands-on approach to managing our libraries and our collections. I hope you will be inspired, that you will see the significance of the work that you do in your profession. Your profession is integral in preserving and promoting our cultural history. As I said, I am a daughter of a teacher. I grew up with books. I value the work that you do. To all the librarians, thank you for everything you do. To the students of LIS, continue in this noble profession, preserving and caring for the books and materials that unlock our window to our history and culture. Maraming salamat and God bless you all.